Welcome everyone, my name is Nicole and today we have a 25 minute gentle flow. Just kind of work out some of the creaks and hopefully feel a little more refreshed after the practice. If you would like to follow along, maybe sit up on a block or a bolster, a little more high, a little more ease in those hips. And then root down through sitting bones. Engage your core. Lightly roll those shoulders down to your back. Rest your palms down. Let's take a few moments to connect to our breath. And you can let the eyes close down here if that feels good to you. Otherwise, maybe just allow them to soften. Allow your jaw to soften. And breathe deeply in through your nose. And out the nose. And breathing deeply in and out. Beautiful. Let the right ear drop off to your right shoulder. Feel a little stretch happening along your neck. A few breaths into that sensation. Through center. And let your left ear drop off to your left shoulder. No forcing, just kind of letting gravity do its work here. Inhale through center. Now we're going to look over our right shoulder and let the nose drop down towards your right armpit. And maybe you feel a stretch happening in a different place in your neck now, and you could send your breath there. Inhale through center. Look over your left shoulder and then let the nose drop down to your armpit. And inhale, come back and through center once more. Interlace the fingers, press the palms together, roll out the wrists, making little figure eights here. Beautiful. Shake out those hands. And maybe you need to switch the cross on the legs here. And if you have a strap or a belt, go ahead and grab that now. And the further your hands are away, create the resistance, a little more ease the posture will have. So starting down, we're going to inhale up and exhale, go back, a little warm up of the shoulders here. Inhale and exhale, keeping the tension on that strap. Inhaling up and exhaling down. And let's inhale to the top, keeping that tension. Engage your core and tip to the right. Maybe look up at that left hand. If your neck bothers you, you can always just rest it down gently. Inhale, come up, and exhale, tip the other way. And come back up and release the strap. Now hands on your knees. Let's do a little more on the spine here. Circle around your pelvis. You need your hands to kind of help or exaggerate this movement. Try to make it feel nice. Keep breathing. And then switch that circle. Oh, beautiful. All right, if you're sitting on something, go ahead and remove it. And we're going to move around onto all fours. And this is Pima and Willow. They're reunited sisters. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. After my mom passed, I got her cat. But when I originally got Willow, they were sisters, and then we separated them. Now they're back together. All right, so a little cat-cow here. Press down, fingers spreading. Press down and slightly away so you get that heart opening, and then tilt your tailbones to the sky for cow. And then for cat, we're going to pull in through the core, round behind the back of the heart, tuck the tail and drop the head. And then you just rock back and forth here between the two, following your own breath. Beautiful. Now, inhale, open your right hand to the sky, look up, and then thread that right hand through, dropping the shoulder and head about halfway, twisting open through the upper back. And then go ahead and inhale, come back out, sway it out for a moment. And inhale, left fingers to the sky, looking up, and then threading that hand through, dropping your shoulder head about halfway. And then you can go try to keep your pelvis level, core is engaged. You can have your fingertips off to help encourage that twisting open of the upper back. And then come on back to all fours, swing it out. And we just taking time to roll each shoulder one at a time, letting the hips sway as well. And just moving in a way that calls to you, that feels good, right? All right. Go ahead and widen the knees, toes touch. Press back into child's pose, using your hands to help send those hips towards your heels. Let the forehead rest down. And then lift the forehead and walk your fingers off to the right. You can get a little stretch in that left side body. You can rest the head down again. And then back through center and off to the left. Back through center. And then we're gonna come forward all the way down onto our bellies here. And disrupt my keys. Okay. Come into a sphinx pose. So your elbows are under your shoulders. You have to move. I know. Forearms out in front, pressing down. Elbows are slightly pulling in, and your hands are like moving away. That same down and away to help broaden across our heart space here. Pick one leg up, reach it back further. Do the other with the other leg. Reach it back, set it back down. Maybe you want to roll the neck out here, or you could just hold still too. You can draw little figure eights with the nose. And then go ahead, come down, rest your forehead on your arms, your hands. Take some deep belly breaths and feeling your belly expand into the floor on the inhale. Maybe releasing any tension, sighing it out the mouth on the exhale. 2 more deep breaths in and out. Now we're gonna do a little baby cobra, no arms here. Check out your shoulders, hands under your shoulders. So if you want them pitching forward, roll them down your back, and then on the inhale, lift your chest. Take a few breaths. And then hands under shoulders, press it on back up into all fours. Taking a moment to sway it out once more. And then we're going to sit back on our heels. Let the hips drop off to the left so you can bring the feet out in front. Grab for that strap or belt once more. Use it to go over the balls of the feet. And then create the resistance. And then here we're going to focus on the low back. So see this rounding. And we're going to do away with that by pulling the strap, straightening out here. And then if you can keep that nice tall extension, you can begin to straighten the legs. From there, should feel like quite a bit of work. Breathe. These can stay as bent as they need to. And then go ahead and release the strap. Have it handy though. And we're going to lay down onto our backs now. You're being a peel. And from here, go ahead and grab the strap. Lasso your right foot. Extend the left leg out along the floor. Alright, and then the right leg straight up. Pull the strap straight down, like you're releasing that right hip down into the mat here. Take a few breaths. Now holding the strap in your right hand, cactus your left arm, and begin to let the right leg, foot open up to the right. And then inhale, come back through center, switch hands, cactus your right arm now. And then let the foot come across the body this time. Peems, you're not being very nice. We'll come through center. And then you're going to let the foot go, float down to meet the other one. Notice any differences. And then lasso up the left foot, send it to the sky. Pull straight down, straight legs. Releasing that left hip down into the mat. And then take the strap in the left hand, cactus the right arm, and that left foot's going to open off to the left. Breathe. And inhale through center. Switch hands, cactus the left arm now, and then that foot is going to come across the body. Try to keep, don't come down so low that you don't feel it in the IT band, but stay nice and high. Inhale through center. And then you can release strap and let the foot float back down. See if they feel a little more even now. And then draw the knees up. As wide as the mat, feet as wide as the mat. Cactus the arms again. And we're going to tick-tock the knees. Exhale off to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale off to the left. Keep at it. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale through center. We're going to bring the soles of the feet to touch and let the knees open wide. A few breaths here. Last little pose before Savasana, our final resting pose. And as you feel ready, begin to lengthen the legs. Keep the feet touching. If it feels unnatural, and let them fall apart. And the palms turn up. And take time, gently roll each shoulder under. And we have arrived in our Savasana shape. Do any little adjustments that you need that will allow you the most comfort and ease in this posture. You can drop out, receive the benefits of your practice. I'll sit so I can guide you out in just a couple minutes. So breathe into any sensations that come up. Otherwise, don't worry about any doing, just receiving. Begin to deepen your breath. When you're ready, you can roll to your right side. Pause for a moment there. Just coming back to your space. And then use your hands to push yourself back to a seated position. Taking another moment just to see how you are. Thank you for practicing with me. The light within me sees and recognizes the light within you. Take care.